there, everybody. It's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Moonshine Empire coming from Barrel Aged Games and designers Jason Mack and Caleb Dwar. In an old tavern in the middle of a gator-infested swamp lies a shady old moonshiner named Pappy. For as long as anyone cares to remember, he has been providing the best darn moonshine this side of the Mississippi. However, old Pappy is ready to retire and is holding a one-night competition to see who's got the gumption to take over his moonshine empire. Well, okay, so distill, move, and deliver moonshine. We've got 39 moonshine moving plastic vehicles. This is the deluxe edition with some upgrade cards and solo modes and player screens. And I believe there also might be a little mini expansion that's included in here. So keep in mind that what you're seeing today might not be exactly what is in every copy of the game. All right. Quite a cover there. I'm assuming if you're coming from this side and you're trying to get over to that side, you got to deal with those hungry looking creatures there, but who knows? All right. Let's take a look inside the box. We've got our rule book here. We'll take a quick look through that. Here we've got kind of our illustrated list of components and our setup. We've got Pappy's challenge here. All right. How to play. Each round your team will have a chance to distill some moonshine, take a new customer order, bid on some items at Pappy's auction, and move your units. Once you get some moonshine to Pappy's Tavern, you can sell them to your customers or to Pappy himself. All right, so looks like this is the round layout here. First, you draw a round order, add shiner and distill or moonlight, take a customer order, bid at the auction twice, move units, and deliver. And it goes into more detail for each of these. All right. Looks like it's a nice illustrated example for all of these, which is always helpful. All right. So it looks like there's a little bit of a pick up and deliver type of an element, perhaps. Maybe a contract fulfillment type mechanic. I don't know. I'm just kind of basing that looking off of just a quick browse through the rule book here. It looks like, yeah, you're going to be doing quite a bit of maneuvering around this map. You've got police and gators that you have to contend with as well. Ah, okay. At the end of each round, remove any bribes from the police, any moonshine from the gators, and remove any empty vehicles from Pappy's Tavern. Okay. You've got multiple solo modes here, which is always fun for solo players like myself. All right, so that's kind of intriguing. All right, let's take a look at the actual game components themselves. Oh no, we've got cards that have spilled. That's okay. We can adjust. We are nimble and can pivot. There we go. All right. First, let's look at our board. Here we go. All right. Well, let me zoom out as much as I can. There we go. And I'll just kind of scroll up a little bit so you can see. There we go. That's the whole board. It's nice and seems very, very functional. You've got clear hexes that you can place your tiles on. You've got your order track here and probably some kind of a selling guide. Okay? All right. So we've got a whole lot of components here. So let's just kind of quickly look through these tiles. All right, so it looks like these are tiles that you can perhaps flip over. Meet an old man who offers a deal. Give him $100 to take the top auction card. A fella offers to deliver jugs of shine to Pappy's. All right, so like all of these have some type of effect on the back side of them. There are a large number of them. All right. Which clearly look like they get placed onto the board. Okay, let's look at these cards. And some of these spilled out, so they may not be in perfect order here. Actually, it looks like these are the customer cards, so let me stick those. There's a number of them here. All right. So let's look at these first. Pappy's challenge cards. Deliver at least 4 jugs of X moonshine. You get a reward. So all of these things are goal cards, clearly. Okay. And we've got some player aid cards. Okay. Solo mode, multiple solo modes. Characters. Okay. And then we've got our customers here. Different types of moonshine that they're apparently, I don't know, I think this is probably what they're wanting, I would guess. And then if you can deliver it to them, you get that particular reward. Again, this is conjecture, but doesn't seem like a outrageous guess. All right, so a whole lot of customer cards there. And it looks like we've got a nice kind of component tray here that pops out. We've got a number of tokens, little moonshine tokens here. We've got a lot of tiles that look to be like different maybe types of equipment, stills and things along those lines. And then there's a mounts on the back here. I don't know, maybe this is how much they cost. I'm not sure. It looks like, yeah, there are just different types of stills that maybe have different effects. Those are going to cost more. And then these are going to cost the most. These are $100, but they probably produce more moonshine, would be my guess. All right. And that slots over these plastic meeples here. But these look like they kind of look like they slot into something like a card would slot into them, or they would pop onto something. So these must go into these go into the vehicles. I see. All right, well, I feel like we need to demonstrate that. These different vehicles here, like this boat, look like they've got places where I'm guessing the meeples can kind of pop. Yeah, they sure can. Would you look at that? And it also looks like you could, I'm assuming it's not this card, but it looks like you could even slot cards, or maybe it's the tiles? I don't know. Yeah, not this tile probably, but it looks like you could slot tiles or something into them. So that's kind of cool. I always like a good toy factor, and it looks like there's a pretty heavy toy factor in this game. We've got score sheets. We've got player boards, all right, where you can put your upgrades, your customers, your completed orders, your character card. Actually, it probably goes like that, Mike. Get with it. All right. It also has your kind of round order. All right, so one of those for all the players. Let's take a look at what we have here. These are the player screens, it looks like. All right, with information you might need on the inside there, so that's nice. I'll put that back like this. We'll try to somewhat recreate the situation we had when we opened the box. Pop those back in there. And we've got a little bit more to look at here. Oh boy, we've got more cards. What do you know? There was some hiding down here. We've got some auction cards, actually quite a fair number, okay? Different things you can do. Swipe a jug. Steal an upgrade card. Score points with Pappy. Fixes television. All right, well, you're fixing TVs in this game. You got all kinds of stuff going on. Hire a sneaky thief. These look, there's a little bit, some of these look like there's some take that involved, so that's something that you probably should be aware of if you, a lot of people like take that. Some people don't. And it's hard to tell how big of an element of the game it is. And we've got these big wooden crates here of the different colors. I'm assuming you play, since they're player colors, it looks like they're player colors anyway, you probably place some things inside of those crates. And I showed you one of the kind of basic boats already, but let's look at least one of each of the other vehicles. These are pretty cool. You can fit two people in that kind of a Jeep. I don't know if that's a Jeep. I'm not sure what that is. Actually, this looks more like a Jeep. All right, very cute. And then we got some airboats, which I'll tell you, down here in Florida are pretty pervasive. They're pretty cool. I do like that. We've also got some wooden cubes and crocodiles. Look at those crocodiles. I'm in on the crocodiles. Look at that. I like those. All right. And then we've got some little bitty cards here. I'm not going to take those out of the shrink. You can kind of get the idea on those. All right, well, there are a lot of components within this box. I'm intrigued by the theme of the game and the look of the game. I hope that it plays as good as I think it looks. That is Moonshine Empire. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.